morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, December 9th, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. In what is hardly a news bulletin but had been widely expected, the South Korean parliament earlier today voted to impeach the Korean president, President Park Geun-hye, holding her responsible for acts of corruption by one of her confidants and for neglecting her duties as South Korea's elected leader. She was suspended from her presidential duties as of 7:03 p.m. Her fate now rests with the 9 judges of the Constitutional Court who will review whether or not her alleged wrongdoings warrant her removal from office. The South Korean Prime Minister has stepped up as the acting president. The motion to impeach her passed the parliament by a vote of 234 to 56. Yesterday, we reported that Novae, a Lloyd's carrier, had seen a dip in its shares as a result of a profit warning. Well, the dip was more than a dip. It went down 24% in value on trading yesterday. Novae had warned that larger individual losses would erode its underwriting profitability for the calendar year 2016. They're now expecting a combined ratio of as high as 100%, up from about 91% last year. The word on the street in London is that this is a signal that a number of the Lloyd's carriers are not in as good a shape as people think they may be. And the market is punishing this first notification coming from Novae. Hundreds of people in remote parts of the Solomon Islands are still dealing with the aftermath of the massive 7.7 earthquake that struck earlier today or late last night. There have been no deaths reported from the earthquake yet. However, a number of residents have not been contacted yet as cell towers have gone down. There have also been power failures throughout the country. A number of aftershocks continue. There had been a tsunami alert, and in fact a number of small tsunami waves were reported, but the large waves that had been possibly expected to hit northeastern Australia did not materialize. AIG is the lead insurer for the Pakistan International airplane that crashed on a flight from Chital to Islamabad earlier this week. The aircraft hull is understood to be valued at about $12 million. The policy was brokered by Marsh and UIB. The incident will bring global aircraft hull losses for the year to about $100 million so far. The CEO, or the chairman of Pakistan International Airlines, said publicly that strict checks had left no room for technical errors. He said, "I want to make it clear that it was a perfectly sound aircraft. I think there was no technical error or human error." Investigators are concentrating their inquiries on an apparent engine issue. An explosion in Cairo earlier today killed 6 police officers. The explosion targeted police on Al-Haram Street, which is known as Pyramids Road, the main road from downtown Cairo out to the Giza Pyramid. It's a very popular road for tourists, obviously. Associated Press is reporting that the bombing seems to have been targeted at 2 police SUVs with a bomb placed in a trash can near a police checkpoint. This is the most significant attack on police officers in Cairo since May, when 8 were killed. 2 days before OPEC ministers gathered in Vienna back in November 30th, Iran's oil minister passed a message to his boss, President Hassan Rouhani, saying that Saudi Arabia would not agree to slash production without a commitment from Russia. Mr. Rouhani then called Russian President Vladimir Putin that night. After that call, Mr. Putin had agreed to slash production as well. Russia's commitment, however, is going to be put to the test tomorrow, when at least 4 other non-OPEC producers join with Russia and the rest of the OPEC producers for a final meeting to determine how much the cuts are going to be and when the cuts will occur. The Russian energy minister said yesterday that Moscow still remains committed to cut 300,000 barrels a day, but he said that they have yet to nail down when the country would begin to cut. Russia has said it would cut down gradually, while OPEC has pledged to implement the cuts on January 1st. So they're going to have to wait to see whether President Putin keeps his word. In the United States, a driver was broadcasting on Facebook Live when she and her passenger were killed in a Pennsylvania car crash. Pennsylvania police said that an 18-year-old had launched the broadcast while driving on an interstate in eastern Pennsylvania. Moments later, a tractor-trailer crashed into the back of her car, killing her and her 19-year-old passenger. The stream captured the moment of the crash and the minutes that followed. In the video, the passenger said, "Are you going live?" before the video showed flashing lights and the sound of screeching tires. Pennsylvania State Police report that the driver was driving on one of those spare tires, a small bicycle-sized tire that are used for only 20 or 30 miles until a person can replace the tire. The Facebook video is going to be used as part of law enforcement's investigation. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you Monday.